Now, as you know, I'm going to be going to Canada's Wonderland. All the CK Music people that we're going to be going to, or a bunch of them, we're going to be going to Canada's Wonderland next week on Thursday. So to get excited for that, I've been posting a lot of things, and now I'm going to be posting me going on them in VR. Let's do this. Put the controllers down. Ooh, we're here on the Yukon Striker. Oh, wow. This is going to be a lot of fun. Wait, sorry, it's a timing thing. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. So, I really actually like this coaster. I mean, it's definitely not my favorite. Wow, this is bad quality. Can I fix this? It's definitely not my favorite coaster. Well, sorry, while it's not my favorite coaster, there's a lot of good elements about that. Very classic, common elements, like the dive coaster elements, where, I don't know if you saw, but wow, but back there, I'll have my hand back there. There was like thing where like goes down, and I think the coaster scales 280 feet. I think. I don't know. So like right now we're like this. It's like the angle of the lift hill is actually insane. And the really nice thing about this is that you can actually see way more of the park, a lot more than on Leviathan. You can't see as much. You can see all the park, but not as much as on the Leviathan. But you see it for much longer. On the Leviathan, you're up. You're like, oh my gosh, I can see. Ah! Whereas with this, you're really looking. You can see. There's Windseeker. There's the Vortex. Eventually, you're gonna see Alpine Fury. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be the best. You got Skyflyer over there. There's Leviathan. Oh, and we're going. So then you drop down at a 90-degree vertical angle, and then you go right into a Norwegian, not Norwegian, I forget what this type of curl is called, and they have another one. They do a lot of this common roll type thing, and then they do a vertical 360 loop, and this is actually the only roller coaster in all of the world. This is the only dive coaster, and a dive coaster is a type of coaster where they're big like this, and they like go outside of the track, and then they stop and they dive 90 degrees. Yeah, it's the only one that has a 360 loop. So this is a second brake one. Those are trim brakes, and then you actually have a second dive. So even though you don't pause, you still dive 90 degrees. So it counts as a second dive. And then you have your helix, and this part's really fun. They do this on Behemoth as well. They do this on Backlot Stunt Coaster, I think. They actually do the helix on a lot of different roller coasters, and then you stop here. My favorite one, I think, is it this one? No, I like the back one with the red. The red one is my favorite. There's the silver one over there, and I think the other one's going up. Yeah, there it is. There's the other roller coaster up there. So, yeah. All in all, it's a very fun ride and very enjoyable. I remember going in the back sucks, but going in the front is the best. So here we go. The Leviathan. Now the big one, Leviathan. Okay. The quality just keeps downgrading more and more since this was made in, like, what, 2019? I think this video was recorded. So Leviathan, I remember seeing a video with Rick from like RMC where he like walked up this whole thing. It was like a really fun video. I've rewatched it probably like 4 times. But yeah, so I was talking about earlier with the Yukon Striker. This one you can't see much because you're like this, and you're more focused on the fact that you're scaling 306 feet is how tall this roller coaster goes, which is 303. It's 306, I think. I don't know if it's 303 or 306. I think it's 306. And then you drop at a 89-degree angle, or 86, I think. 306 feet. Well, not really. It's not exactly you drop 306 feet, and wow, this is very bad quality. And then you go through that tunnel. That tunnel is really fun. And then you go into a hammerhead turn, and then you go up. Like, not exactly, this isn't exactly a camel, it's just going up. This is a camel hump, where you go up and you're like practically 90 degrees going up, and then you go right down. They have a lot of those on the Behemoth, which is what makes it so sickening. And this is like another kind of hammerhead turn. It was very faulty. I don't know what happened up there. Like, something went with the tracks. But they don't make mistakes. That must have been how, because I like how it has the wings over there, like a Leviathan. The whole color scheme. This is another camel hump. This is like dominated Canada's Wonderland for the past 10 years, I guess, since it came out in 2014. This turn has always confused me because it's like actually like a very scary turn, especially since you're only strapped in by like the handlebar. And then you go to the trim brakes, but unlike Yukon Striker, you don't have that second part. You just go right down. And this whole hill is just so long to get down, and you can get stuck there for a pretty long time. Okay. The fact that quality is just going to get worse and worse. Because now we're on to the Behemoth, and this is easily the worst quality one. So there's a Leviathan. So I think these were recorded on like the same kind of rather time. Hopefully for Alpine Fury, if they ever do a 360 thing, it'll be better quality. But yeah, so this is where I think we can see Time Warp. Time Warp is gone. I can hear someone talking. Yeah, this scales 280 feet, which means that I think it's a Yukon Striker that scales like 100 and something. There's that circus area. I know that whenever you're going at Kenneth Wonderland, you always drive, for us, we always drive on this one road, because we live, like, over there. And we always drive down this one road, and, oh, you're dropping. Sorry, I should probably focus. Oh, wow, the sun, like, glared there. Yeah, so the first time I ever rode on this was back in 2021, and it made me insanely sick. Oh, okay, that's loud. It made me insanely sick, and there's the first camel hump. So I think you do two, no, you only do one of these on the first way. Because of how long the lift hill is. And then you go into your hammerhead turn. I always love the hammerhead turns. They're so much fun compared to what Yukon Striker has. Yukon Striker is definitely under these two rides for me. And you go into another camel hump. So at this point, your stomach's just going, oh, blah, blah. Now, when you're going down, you would be lifting out of your seat. And then right here, you get pushed in. And you'd be like, oh, and then you'd get some airtime. And then you'd be up. And the second you go down, it'd be, and it'd like be pushing you down from the G-force. So you have the difference between the lateral G-forces. And then that was another camel hump. So it literally just does camel humps. And another camel hump, and then this is what I was talking about, the trim brake, and you don't exactly dive, but Dragonfire does this as well. You go into a helix. This one is clockwise compared to Yukon Striker that was counterclockwise. So then you're going into your helix, and then you turn, and then you end up at the end. Yeah, it's made me very sick. Someone actually, oh, we're not at the end. We drop. I told you, I've only been on this ride once. I have to go back on it now that I have my motion sickness vitamin or pills or whatever. Yeah, and then you stop and then you turn around. I'm excited to go back on this next Thursday. And if you are excited, I'm not going to say comment down below because I'm not really turning this into a YouTube video. I mean, maybe I am. What the heck happened? Hello? Oh, there we go. I don't think there's... Oh, it's like a better quality Yukon Striker video because it's fake. Okay, I'm just going to do this just because this is more realistic. Even though it's cartoony. So yeah, with this one they make sure that all the rides, Behemoth's going. That ride, fun fact, is the only one of its kind. That ride is the only ride. Yeah, again, it's like I think it's at a 85-degree thing. Yes, they already have Windseeker, Skyflyer. They're making sure that all the rides are doing their things, just to make the VR experience cooler. The 360. See, there's Behemoth. They actually timed it well because I don't know how they make these videos like they did for Alpen Fury 2. Like, what is this? What did they make this in? Like, what is this model? Like, how did they animate this? Is this CGI? Is this VFX? Is this like how they even have like the horizon going down so far? All the houses, the trees, like it's so hyper realistic. You even have the vortex going here somewhere, I'd assume. There's the bat, fly. I've been on every roller coaster, and except for Time Warp is gone now. There's Time Warp over. Where's Time Warp? Time Warp's so hidden in the trees, so I'm never able to find it. Yes, and you drop. There's the vortex. They make sure the vortex is going. Same with Alpen Fury, they did. And then here's that loop again. And the really funny thing is that I think, yeah, this video came out before the Yukon Striker came out. Was even built. Same with Alpen Fury. So I know that Alpen Fury is going to be exactly like it is in the video because it has to be. They have to have it exact. But they see just like this, it's exact. I don't know how they make it. The calculation's so perfect. The trees, I bet you that tree is there. I bet you that tree is there. All the trees are exact, and I don't know how they do that, but they do. And we have their dive. They make the dive look much bigger here. And then you go up into your helix. And again, this is before anything was even built. This is all just the plans, and they're like about to go into the building stage, and they're revealing it, and then... Okay, this is different, obviously. And then, yeah, you go Striker. Where's the controller? So those were all the 360 Kenneth Wonderland videos. There's other ones that people have made, like, but this would probably be even worse quality. Yeah, exactly. But now if we get out of 360, let's just take a look at Alpen Furies. This doesn't even have to be in 360. That's all we're going to do, just the big roll. Oh, this is the 3 big roller coasters. We're just going to look at Alpen Fury, even though it's not in 360, so I can't look around and see things. But, yeah, we have the mountain. And then just boosts you. I forget, there's no lift hill. It boosts you. I'm so excited for that in the mountain thing. That's going to be so cool. And then you boost out of the mountain into this. There's the vortex. And they made it look so much. I don't think it's going to look like this, but like it looks like it goes so fast. I'm gonna have to ask how fast it goes. See how fast this roller coaster goes. Because it seems like it's going so fast. Yeah, so then so many inversions. I think there's 9 or 12 inversions. Probably more than 9. Yeah, there's no way it's only 9. This part is cool. I like the shot they made of this part where it's like going like inside of itself. Yeah, and then that little bump at the top, and then it ends. I don't think this is what the actual thing looks like. They're still building it, but I don't think that this is what the yeah, you can see they don't even have the lines or anything. They just, this is just a default, like, hey, yeah, you're inside of the station. And yeah. Anyways, thank you guys.